Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Gabi locks up Stefan, puts him in jail, lets him out, and locks up his cheating spouse in exchange? According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Gabi Hernandez de Mera, who was formerly portrayed by Camila Banus, will look completely different in the future. After the strike material concludes, there will be a Gabi recast, so that's something to look forward to. Naturally, the fact that Gabi is getting a new one from DOL is encouraging for Stefan and her future together. Days appears to be planning to carry on Stefan and Gabi's romance, but things might get very unpleasant. This is due to the fact that while Stefan and Ava Vitali were intoxicated, their fictitious relationship took a very genuine turn. Gabi is aware of Stefan's apparent infidelity, but she is unaware that Stefan has betrayed her, at least not yet. Days has the chance to give the new cast an amazing opening arc if Stefan manages to avoid punishment until Gabi returns. What happens if Gabi takes Stefan to prison as payback? Gabi may wear a wire or record a confession video for the police. It would be entertaining to see Gabi receive just a little payback after learning that Stefan violated their marital vows. If Gabi's own record is cleared and she is found not guilty of killing Li Xin Remington Hoffman, she may be allowed to leave. Gabi may be able to temporarily imprison her cheating husband, nevertheless, if Stefan is actually guilty of shooting Harris. If Gabi is still in jail and Stefan loses, there is still another choice. Gabi may come to the conclusion that Stefan doesn't deserve to be free either after learning of the true treachery and the circumstances surrounding Harris. If so, Gabi and Stefan might wind up serving prison terms concurrently. Still, according to Days teasers, Gabi won't be pleased when she finds out Stefan went too far with Ava in terms of passion. You can be sure that Gabi will become envious and demand payment from Stefan. However, none of this is a deal-breaker for the Stobby couple. If Gabi has anything to say about it, Stefan might serve a prison sentence of his own. Far worse things have happened to Gabi and Stefan than this. When they both eventually discover the way to freedom, fighting honestly turns them on, so Stefan and Gabi can sort things out. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Stefan might soon receive some unfavorable legal news. Check back often for more on all the action. Teresa is saved by Brady, Xander has a dilemma, date crashers occur, and Stefan is horribly betrayed. According to previews for the upcoming 2 weeks of Days of Our Lives, January 29th to February 9th, Teresa Donovan and Alex Kyriakis will become closer while playing Truth or Dare. This game is likely to make Alex become even more in love with Teresa during the week of January 29th to February 2nd, and he might take advantage of the opportunity to find out if she feels the same way. But Teresa is in for more turmoil since she is going to make a major mistake at work. Brady Black will attempt to save Teresa because Alex won't be able to help her. In relation to saves, Marlena Evans will worry about John Black and acknowledge that he most likely needs Steve Johnson's help. Eventually, Steve will divulge to John some unpleasant information regarding Constantine Meliani's knowledge of John's past as the pawn. Regarding Constantine, he will devise various evil schemes and may eventually flip the switch to reveal John's dark side. Everett Lynch, in the meantime, will acknowledge that he still has feelings for Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, and will disclose some of the challenges he faced while in a coma. They will become closer as a result of Stephanie sharing how deeply saddened she was when Everett vanished from her life, even though she won't be ready to get into bed just yet. Stephanie will run into Leo Stark after leaving Everett's suite and get questioned. Leo may sense that they are about to resume their relationship when he eventually receives confirmation from Everett that he was once in love with Stephanie. Naturally, things could become sticky because Leo is also aware of Stephanie leaving Harris Michael's room one evening around the time she broke up with Chad de Mera. Then, when Roman and Kate Roberts Brady discover that Harris is concealing Lucas Horton in his room above the bar, they will be shocked. Eventually, Lucas will summon Everett and Chad over with a story that could work for the spectator, but that could get them into more trouble. Days teasers indicate that Lucas will eventually find himself in a monastery for his own safety, therefore there may be some humorous scenes. 2 months away from her operation, Paulina Price will be worrying, so she'll ambush Sarah Horton at the hospital to get her input. Later, as Johnny D. Mera makes a particular request of Chad, Paulina will work with Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, on wedding preparations. Chad will give a serious warning and act as though Chanel would be better off not becoming a DiMera, even though Johnny will hope that Chad is willing to be his best man. Xander Cook, for his part, will reflect on the enigmatic call he got. It appears that Xander might receive another one that forces him to kill someone once more. In the end, Xander will question Stefan DiMera, who may be the person speaking in a distorted voice. Will Stefan attempt to persuade Xander to kill Harris either in compliance with Clyde Weston's directives or only out of self-interest? In any event, Xander has made a positive turn in his life and is not interested in becoming involved in drama of this nature. A threat against Sarah and Victoria Hortoncook could make it more difficult for Xander. Spoilers for other days indicate that Eric Brady and Sloane Peterson Brady will have some difficulties in bed. Leo might be somewhat to blame for the frequent interruptions that make it tough to maintain the desire. Speaking of interruptions, John and Marlena's attempt to have a quiet evening at home will be thwarted by Teresa and Brady. There's going to be awkward moments since Brady and Teresa are basically going to ruin Marlena and John's date night. It turns out that there will be a second date, a double date, to be exact, occurring somewhere on DOL. Daybreak teasers indicate that Maggie Kyriakis will invite Konstantin as a guest to her dinner with Sarah and Xander, thus fans may be concerned about the two's growing intimacy. We'll see if Stephanie's confession to Everett about the Harris problem or something else comes from her return to Stephanie. Subsequently, Stefan and Ava Vitali will give in to temptation, leading to an intense and inappropriate affair. Ava and Stefan will have to cope with the fallout from their actions throughout the week of February 5th to 9th. Since Stefan doesn't want to hurt Gabi Hernandez DiMera, he will probably become a little panicked and maybe swear Ava to secrecy. Stefan and Ava may get discovered in a minute in skimpy clothing because they will hook up at the apartment she shares with Wendy Shin and Trip Johnson. There will be more preparation work for the geocaching scavenger hunt and romantic activities across town as Valentine's Day approaches. There will be further planning before to Johnny and Chanel's big day because their nuptials will proceed despite Chad's warning. It's also important to note that two significant events, the Horton house fire and Harris's bullet, occur in February sweeps. After Harris collapses, Ava will be the first to discover him, so she'll freak out and make sure he gets to the hospital. Don't miss all the amazing news that will be revealed in Salem in the upcoming weeks, according to spoilers for Days of Our Lives. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, there will be episodes that will have you on the edge of your seat starting Monday, February 26th. However, that should already be obvious to anyone who has been following all of the drama in Salem these days, right? This week, the past will come to light, much-needed relief will be provided, coupled with a major surprise and news that will make some people utterly mute. Here are the spoilers for this week's episode of Days of Our Lives, so buckle up. The fun starts in the Monday, February 26th episode when Marlena tells Everett about his background while simultaneously keeping an eye on Stephanie and her actions, according to the most recent edition of Soap Opera Digest. Let's just say that there will be more information revealed than just the truth. Without further ado, Kayla is going to break the type of Paulina news that neither Chanel nor Abe want to hear on Tuesday, February 27th. They won't, however, give up on the future just yet. They will continue to hold out hope that Paulina will be able to overcome this. When it comes to EJ, Sarah will come to Xander's defense by Wednesday, February 28th, midweek. To the excitement of their families and, of course, their fans, Lonnie and Eli will arrive in Salem on Thursday, February 29th. You won't want to miss this episode, I promise. What happens to Paulina next? In the final episode of the week, which airs on Friday, March 1st, Stefan will arrive at the hospital determined to quiet Harris forever, while Steve will tell Konstantin the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Days of Our Lives is available for streaming on Peacock. The only thing for fans to do is tune in every single day to see what will happen next.